Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to a brand new wheel, which my sister wasn't happy at first at seeing, but, well, this is a start of something that I was inspired by For the Win TCG. So, as some of you may know, if you do watch his channel, he did do a video on legendary Pokemon in a deck, obviously playing multiple different ones. So what I've done is I've gone out my way, made a bunch of deck lists, which you can see on the right-hand side. Obviously, some of them they're based off of the legendary trios, duos, etc. But obviously, for obvious reasons, we're not always going to be able to, get the right number of cards and also EXs, because some of these decks don't even have an EX in them. So this is a wheel that I've been working on for about a couple of weeks now, and obviously because we've had a bit of break from recording these sessions, obviously I wanted to propose the idea to my sister, and well, she seems to like the fact that she doesn't have to make a deck list for these.
Yeah, well, we've got so many wheels and other deck lists that we
There's only
normally
three.
end up having to build.
There's only three
Well,
wheels.
it feels like there's a lot.
There really isn't. Obviously, one of the wheels is only going to be worth 4 episodes anyway. This one's going to be worth 8, and then obviously the Wheel of Pain is going to be worth a lot more. But obviously the whole point of this wheel... Yeah, until rotation, where I'm going to have to start cutting that wheel down. But obviously the whole idea of this wheel is we're using legendary Pokemon. Obviously the Regis are on there, although there's only 4 Regis, I think, in format right now. And yeah, the whole idea is, obviously, I've already done the deck list for them, and obviously, tried to make them as consistent as possible, because, these decks are running without, conventional energy acceleration in most cases. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, but first, we must establish, Sis, do you want to go first or second? And, well, I know what your answer is probably going to be.
You know what? I'll let you go first this time.
Yeah, I figured you would, given last week's last week's Killer Watcher, I should say, although it is out today, but you get my point. Alright, let's spin the Wheel of Legendaries. And I get the Aura Trio. So that's Xerneas and Yveltal, because Zygarde is not in format.
No.
I'll take that. That's at least workable. I've built a pretty okay list for that. Looking forward to seeing what you get. I'm actually hoping you get the Regis, because you're gonna like.
I would love to get the Regis.
The build that I've done with the Regis, I think you're gonna like.
Oh,
you get the birds. Okay, that's not too bad. That list is a little bit of a mess. I'm gonna say that right now.
That's okay.
But yeah, obviously the rules of this one is, well, there is none because I've already built the list. It's just there's going to be a Latias and a Fez in all of the lists because obviously all these Pokemon are basics. That just gives us a little bit more flexibility with everything. But yeah, we're going to go off. My sister's going to learn her deck list and hopefully she'll enjoy it. See you in a minute. And welcome back. We have made no adjustments to our decks. My sister seems pretty happy with hers.
Yeah, I think consistency might be a problem in terms of getting set up, but
that's most of these lists, to be fair.
Yeah.
Okay, do I want to go first? No, I do not. I definitely don't want to go first. So if you skipped ahead, my sister got the legendary birds, which is I would say it is technically Team Rocket because that's involved with it. The Zapdos, Moltres, and Articuno. I got Xerneas and Yveltal because obviously Zygarde is not in format. Wonder if we're ever going to get a Mega Zygarde card. That's my thought process, because have you seen the base stats on it? It's like 215 special attack.
Alright, I'm going to go with this.
Alright, well I've got a Molly, so...
Okay.
Wondrous Patch I decided to throw in. That's not a great start, but I am going second.
I'll take the Molly, of course.
Of course. And you get Team Rocket's Articuno as your starter, because obviously, as I said, named/owned Pokemon, well, I didn't really say it, but I wanted to include named/owned Pokemon in this, so there will be like Team Rocket's Articuno, Hopzation, Ethan's Ho-Oh when it comes up, And also, as I said in the intro part, I have thrown in a Latias and a Fez to each list.
Yes,
it didn't take me too long to make these.
All I did was just attach return and bench a Latias because I read what Xerneas can do, and if you somehow can one-shot the Articuno, that's pretty bad and anticlimactic. So
yeah, I'm not going to be able to get that going first. I'll tell you that right now. So you do Dark Frost for 120. I'm going to grab your Voltol. So I'll attach here. Power Glass, Mystery Garden, Pokegear to thin that. Lilies. Let's see what we get off of this. Okay, that's not actually too bad. So I can bench the Xerneas, Ultra Ball away, Psychic, Ultra Ball. Grab the Lati. Do I want to play this gear? I don't think so. It's not really worth it. So I'll just free retreat into my Yveltal and clutch.
I'm alright with that.
Which obviously, you know, it doesn't affect your Pokemon because it's a Team Rocket's Pokemon and it's a basic, but, you know, I can at least get an attack in and soften it up for Rising Horns.
I'll play Nest Ball.
Because there is stuff like Bravery Charms and also Lively Stadiums in these lists, where applicable, obviously. In this list, I've gone with a Mystery Garden build. But no, it took me about an hour to an hour and two-ish to get these lists done. It didn't actually take that long. But obviously, obviously you've had a look at your list, so you seem pretty happy with it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to, like, figure out everything. Let's see. Okay, I will choose to bench this Zapdos.
Okay.
And let's go for... what do I want to do this turn? I guess, yeah, let's play Colress's Tenacity.
Alright.
And then we'll get...
That can grab your Team Rocket's energy, but it doesn't count for a water energy.
No, so
that's the only thing.
That. I will remove your Mystery Garden. I'll use Artisan. Let's grab... That's okay. Although, yeah, that's fine. I'll grab the other Articuno that's in the deck.
Yep. That is a pretty good one in this list.
Free retreat into that. I will attach for turn. And I will use Frigid Fluttering.
Quite a cool little name.
Yeah.
Which lets you grab 2 basic energy cards and attach them to that Pokemon. So in other words, this Articuno can now attack.
Just trying to sort of learn, like, you know...
the lines and everything with this deck. Yeah, I get that. I'm going to grab my... Oh, actually, no. Yeah. I'll grab the single prize Xerneas. I'll bump your Stadium.
Thing is I need to keep reading all the cards as well that come up.
Yeah, I've tried to keep it basic, to be honest. Oh, whiffing on that Pokegear sucks. Alright, I'll attach the Xerneas. Mystery Garden for 4. Ooh, that's pretty good, but I don't get what I need. I mean, I can just clutch. Like, that's not the end of the world, but it's kind of bad. I'm going to play the Crispin now, though. There's a lot of energy in most of these lists, if that wasn't obvious.
Yeah, I did notice that when I was looking through with my Nest Ball.
I'm going to free retreat into the baby Xerneas. I'm going to pass. I would use Geogate, but that puts me a turn attachment behind. And also, I'd only get 1 off of it, so...
Yeah, fair enough.
But obviously, as I said, I put a Latias and a Fez in these lists just to give them a little bit more consistency. And so far, these, I mean, minus me whiffing on the Turbo Energizers and stuff, and all that jazz, I mean, you've got them pretty well set up.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Crispin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll do that. So I'll get a Water and a Lightning. I'll put the...
Obviously, you're going to need a water on that Articuno.
I'll put the Lightning on to my hand. Water to the Articuno. The Team Rocket's Articuno.
Mm-hmm.
I'll then attach Team Rocket's energy for turn. Free retreat this Articuno into this Articuno. I'll put Power Glass on the Zapdos.
And take out my Xerneas.
And I'll go for Dark Frost for the knockout.
That's why I promoted that Xerneas.
It worth it, but
no, it makes sense because, like I say, you are getting the knockout here, and I'm coming up with a 2-prizer with a thingamabob on it. Okay, so I'm gonna Ultra Ball you. Actually, no, I get more arrow for you and you. I'll grab the other Yveltal that's available. I'll then Wondrous Patch to the Xerneas.
Yep.
Mystery Garden for 3. That was kind of awful, I'm not going to admit. So we'll attach there. Oh wait, I've just misplayed. I should have attached to the active.
Oh, yeah.
Bugger. That's kind of bad.
No E-switch?
Not in this list, if I remember rightly. Clutch. Okay. That was my fault, not the deck. That's very annoying. You know, because my brain just farted out and just thought I had an energy, well, a third energy on the Xerneas. That's all.
Yeah, that's okay.
Well, not okay for me.
No, I'm gonna play Arvin.
Because you're 2 prizes up now.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Well, you're going to be.
I'll take Bravery Charm and we'll take a Vessel.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will Earthen Vessel away an Ultra Ball.
Yep.
Grab a couple of energies.
You may be wondering why there's fire in that list, folks. There is a Moltres in there, but it's not the one you think it is. There is a new Moltres. Yep.
Attached to Zapdos.
Attached to Zapdos.
And I'm just gonna
Dark Frost.
Dark Frost to knock.
Yep. Yeah, this is not looking good for me. I need to take out this Articuno this turn, but I don't think we're going to get the draw. Come out the Lati, it doesn't really matter. Okay, we have the knock at the very least. So we actually do get a bit more value if we do this. So I'll do that. Get those boys back. We then Mystery Garden for 2. Okay, that's even better. So now we can Wonder Patch there. Get a Attach Return there. Pokegear. We get a Lilies.
Not bad.
That's not bad. I can't complain at that. We can even thin out the Turbo Energize. Nest Ball. Fez. Flip the script. We'll thin the other Turbo Energize. Free Retreat into the Xerneas. And Rising Horns for 120. I could come back from this.
The tricky part I'm finding with my list is that there's nothing that really one-shots your 2 prizes.
No. I mean, your Moltres can obviously discard them. But obviously I played Wonder Patch in this, so... Well, Wondrous Patch. Thank God I ain't got my windows open, I can hear a police car going by.
Yeah.
Standard.
Play the Arvin. I'll go for Nest Ball and Hero's Cape. And then we'll go Nest Ball for Fez.
Yep.
Script. Just to see a few more cards.
And don't worry, this Xerneas will pop up again on the Wheel of Pain. I don't think it's a bad card, it's just, you know, it's a bit weak. And there's the boy.
It's Moltres. I'll attach Fire for turn to it. I'm gonna cape the Fez, actually.
Yeah, clever, because obviously I can do 220.
Just because you can knock it.
Yeah, I can do 220 with this Xerneas.
All I'm going to do is retreat the Latias into my Articuno, and I'm going to Ice Blast for 110.
Fair play. Obviously,
there's not a lot
no...
I can do when I can't one-shot you.
No, and also there's no Monkey Dories, so that actually does matter. Okay, let's play the Arvin. I'm just going to grab my Prime. Prime the Moltres.
course you have Prime Catcher in your list.
Hey, to be fair, this was originally going to be a trolley build. Do I want to bench anything else? I mean, I can bench this and just attach to it, because it's not a bad single prizer. And then we will Rising Horns for 220, because you're an EX.
Yep. Not a lot I can do there when Prime is your A-spec.
Like, I wanted to try and switch it up with these lists, to be fair. Like, a lot of them were running trolley at one point. We do get the Power Glass, but I'm not going to use it. There's no point. I already have energy attached. Yep.
I'm just going to Boss's Orders your Xerneas.
Oh, that's not good. Yep.
I'll attach for turn to the Zapdos. I will flip the script.
Yep. Taking 2 prizes is pretty good for you.
Situation, so I'll play Nest Ball.
Mm-hmm. Guess we grab this Zapdos. Yep.
Again, it's really tricky because nothing one-shots you.
Hey, don't blame the deck builder, just blame the cards that were made. I mean, you could always Thunder Wave and Paralyze me, that could be pretty clutch. Get the Moltres back.
And then I will do follow-up Bolt for the knockout.
Who'd have thought we'd be announcing some of these attack names, eh?
But that puts me down to 2 prize cards, so I think
it does.
Okay.
No, I think that was correct.
Yeah.
Obviously, you get the Power Glass value for potential Drill Peck.
This is probably going to go anyway, but
It is going to go, because I have a Xerneas powered up.
I'll do it, it's fine.
I mean, who can say they've took a knockout with follow-up Bolt of all things? So let's flip the script. This should guarantee me boss, surely. Unless I prize my only boss. I think this only runs 1 boss anyway. I don't quite remember. It's been a while since I checked this list. Or I'm out of Gus and Prime was the only option. I honestly don't remember this list. Either way, we will Wondrous Patch to the Baby Xerneas. We will attach to the Baby Xerneas. Free Retreat into the Baby Xerneas. And we will Bright Horns for 120. Take the knockout. And during my next turn, it can't use that attack. Not that that's a big deal. Yeah, I'm fairly certain I didn't put boss in this list, I don't think.
This list could really benefit from like an energy switch or something, because
yeah, I'm thinking the same for mine.
I would have so many avenues if I had a energy switch.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not gonna like say, oh, you can't change cards if you don't want to. Next episode, I mean, you're more than welcome to. You know, these are just a point that I made. You know, they could definitely do some work. I know that much. I mean, me forgetting to put boss in this list is one thing. Unless I did put boss in the prize cards.
First.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what I can actually do, because
I wish as well I'd have put a Vit Band in for your Articuno to take out a Xerneas.
I know, yeah. This is the thing. The math is just completely off. And that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'll gear, I guess. Could we do that as an option? I'm gonna take boss.
Mm-hmm.
Might not play it this turn. I'm just thinking.
Fair enough.
I can hit that with this. But then you just pivot into that and win.
Well, I don't win because, like I said, if I didn't hit a boss off that gear, you know there's something off.
So, no, but I'm just thinking like what I can do.
Yeah.
So, what I will do in this scenario. What's my discard pile? Okay, I think I can afford to use this. So, I'm going to Night Stretcher for a lightning energy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to attach to the Zapdos for turn. I'm going to Super Rod.
Yep.
I'm going to put back in the promo Zapdos and the 2 energy cards. Free retreat.
Oh, we're going for a Thunder Wave.
This one. Yeah, that's my plan.
It needs to be heads. Needs to be heads.
I'm gonna... Let me see. Yeah, I think that'll be fine nonetheless. I'm gonna boss the Fez.
Ooh, okay.
And I will Thunder Wave.
See if you get the heads. Come on, Tails. Oh! You get the heads. I'm paralyzed. Nothing I can do here. Alright, well, what I'm going to do is... I'll attach to the Fez. I'll get Lilies, because I'm going to run out of cards in deck.
Yeah.
Just gonna pass.
What I can do here. That kind of helps, but also doesn't help. Let me just check your discard pile.
Go ahead. There's a lot in there.
Yeah. I think I'm okay sitting here, to be honest.
That's if you get a heads.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go Crispin.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're going to Thunderbolt maybe.
And I'll go for this. Put the water to hand and attach the lightning with the Crispin.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll attach water for turn to the active. And I will Thunderbolt for 190. Yeah, I have an idea whether it's going to work or not is another story. But
no, I get what you're doing. You're hoping to get game without Articuno. Is your thought plan? All right, I'm going to play an Arven. Grab my Wondrous Patch. Yeah, that's fair enough. I'm going to bench the Xerneas. Wondrous Patch to it. Attach to it. Free Retreat. Into the Xerneas. And Bright Horns. If you've got it, you've got it.
Find out.
Because literally all you need is Boss. Or Counter Catcher.
Question is, did you even put them in this list?
Well, I know I definitely put a Boss in there. I don't think I put a Counter Catcher in there.
Alright.
I don't think.
Script. I'm gonna gear. Okay. Don't think any of those help me in this scenario. I'll take the chorus.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, could I do that? No, I can't. I can't even do that. Oh my god. Seriously, if there was an E-switch in this deck, I would have game. Like, I really would, because then I just cruel arrow your Fez.
Yep.
If there was an E-switch, which there is not. But you can't attack with this Xerneas, but then you can just pivot into anything else to take your last prize. So, do I actually have any win con? I'll tell you what, I'm going to play Nest Ball.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to look at the deck, see if there's anything left. Yeah, there's no Gus left. And none of my other Pokemon can snipe, I don't think. I'm just going to fail the Nest Ball.
Mm-hmm.
So frustrating. Literally, an E-switch would solve
the
whole problem. I'm gonna have to concede because I have no win con.
Yeah, I get that.
You can just pivot into any. Literally, if I had an E-switch, I would just cruel arrow and win there.
Yeah, I get that.
That's all this deck is missing.
Yeah, I get that.
Oh man, that was so frustrating. Like, just none of my Pokemon can one shot. No.
All right, let's go to a game 2. And welcome back to game 2. Joe checked his deck list. Prime is my only gust.
And I have 2 boss, so...
Yeah, you at least have boss. Prime's my only gust.
Yeah. At least now as well, I didn't check the counts properly, but at least I now know that I have 2 boss, so...
Yeah. I mean, at least I gave you that.
Anyway, I didn't even say if I wanted to go first or second.
That's true.
I'm gonna go...
I think I said it to me go second, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I could always skip a turn.
No, it's okay. I think I want to go first anyway, just because of how much energy attachment I need, so that's fine.
To be honest, I forgot to ask in the, as we waited.
Nah, it's all good, it's all good. Okay, well, I'll play Nestball, get the baby Articuno. I will attach to the Zapdos and pass.
Alright, pretty easy start. Ooh, that's not too bad, actually. Okay, Nestball. I could get Clutching, which wouldn't be a bad idea. Well, Arven. Grab an Energize, and I wish I'd have put a Vessel in this list, but we'll gloss over that. Bench Zonius. Free Retreat into Yveltal. Turbo Energize. Touch Darkness Energy. Energize. Grabbing Double Psychic. And plonking it on the Zonius.
Okay.
Quite a simple move, but a well-needed one.
Alright. Let's go Arven. I'll grab... Let's see. I think that's fine. Yeah. I'm gonna grab a Pokegear and a Turbo Energize. I'll play Nestball. And I'll get a... Could do it this way, actually. Alright, I'm gonna grab a Team Rocket Zapdos. I will then go... Attach.
Got what that does, I had to reread it then. I just put it in the list because, well, it's an extra form of Zapdos you can have.
Yeah, I'm going to attach to Articuno for turn. And then I'm going to attach Turbo Energize and I will Turbo Energize.
Fair enough.
We'll go...
That jamming wing could be a problem. Alright, let's see what we get for turn. That's pretty good. That's Pokegear. We'll take the Arven. Thins cards out, I guess. Arven. We'll take you. And we'll probably take you. No, we need you. Nestball. The Bebezonius. Dark Energy to the Zonius on the bench. Probably Articuno. I top decked I top deck Prime. And Rising Horns. Take out the Articuno.
Okay.
And there goes my only Gus. Because I was a Muppet.
Right. I'm going to promote the Team Rocket Zapdos.
I wonder why.
Let's see.
That freaking jamming wing attack's going to be a problem.
So we'll bench the Team Rocket's Articuno. I'm going to gear for... Okay, Colress. Play the Colress. I'll take a Artisan and a Team Rocket's Energy. I'll then go Artisan, use it. I'll grab the promo Zapdos. I'll then go attach Team Rocket's Energy to the Team Rocket Zapdos. And we'll go for Jamming Wing for 30 damage. And I will move a Psychic Energy to the Latias.
Sure, I can always attack with that. So it's not the end of the world. That's not
there wasn't really any of good options, to be honest.
No, because like I say, they can all use it, so... let's grab another Xerneas, because this baby Xerneas has been putting in work in this matchup. Nest Ball...
Yeah, it's nice when you have a Pokemon that one-shots everything. Or the baby ones,
I mean the baby. I'll attach Psychic from hand, and Rising Horns.
Cool.
Down goes that. That's easy peasy.
Yep. I'll promote this Zapdos. Raw. Oh, that's a lovely top deck right there. I'm gonna Artisan first, and I'll grab the Team Rocket Zapdos.
Mm-hmm.
I'll then Crispin.
Oh boy. Down goes my 2-prizer. It is a full commitment though, but that's at least something.
It is, but I don't really have much else going for me, to be honest.
No.
And yeah, we will Thunderbolt for the knockout. And I have to discard all my energy. But at the moment, I'm a single prize board, so
yeah,
I'm okay with taking this.
That's fine. I'll promote the Avatar. Let's see if I can respond. Oh, well, that is a top deck of the century. Okay, well, first of all, I'm going to play down my Mystery Garden. Then, I'm going to Wondrous Patch to the Latias. Fez for 3. Oh, that's pretty good. Well then, Clispin. I'll put a Psychic on one of my babies. Dark Energy to the Latias. And we will Eon Blade for 200. Not every deck in this series can do that, attack with Latias, but pretty much every deck can attack with the Fez. So I'm taking the opportunity.
My Pokegear first.
Mm-hmm.
We get Crispin.
Nice. Can Jamming Wing.
Yeah, I think we have to Crispin here. Don't really have much else.
That's a Crispin. And water.
A bunch of energy.
Yeah. Doesn't hugely matter, because, like, you know, Jamming Wing is colourless either way.
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously, I can't attack with Latias this next turn.
Then I'm going to go Jamming Wing for 30. And I will move one of the Psychic Energies, and I'll give it to the Fez.
Yeah, makes sense. It's the only attacker on my board.
There's not really a good target.
No. Launch Ball, you. And yeah, we'll get rid of the second Launch Ball. It's fine. Fail that. I'll then bench Xerneas and Mystery Garden for 3. Not a bad Mystery Garden, but not a great Mystery Garden, I must admit. I'm going to attach to Xerneas, and we're going to Lilies. Wondrous Patch. That's not a Wondrous Patch. Alright, well, I'll thin that out. I'll go into the Yveltal and Clutch.
Okay.
Although it's not affected by anything because of your Articuno.
Well,
that's fine. That's not the point. It technically lines that up for a Fez attack.
Turn. We can do a little bit. We could do that. Yeah, I think we're okay doing that. I'm gonna boss your Xerneas with 2 energy on it.
Mm-hmm.
I will then. Too much else. There's not a lot I can really do in this situation.
No, not really.
I'm gonna do Jamming Wing for 30. And I'll move one of the Psychic Energies onto the other Xerneas on the bench.
Sure.
I don't think it really matters which one I picked, because you could just swing with any of them.
And also I have a crisp in hand.
Yeah, I don't know whether this approach is really...
And Bright Horns. It's another prize card for me, at least.
It really sucks that I don't have any good attackers, I'll be honest.
Hey, don't ask me. I could have put in Zapdos EX, but it was shite. To be fair, though, it wouldn't be too bad in this matchup. But you know, I
Stadium. I'm not going to give you that.
Fair enough. You know, I didn't think about Zapdos EX because I make a video on it and it was awful.
Power Glass.
Yep.
I think I annoyingly have to put down Fez at this scenario.
Which could be bad if I can get that Xerneas EX swinging. Keyword is if. Because I'm down.
You've also down your prime, so
yeah.
I'll flip the script.
I was kind of bluffing you there to make sure you remember that I have no ghost apart from prime.
That's sitting there because you have to power up something else. So I'm gonna cape the Fez.
Yep.
I will attach. I'll attach fire to the Zapdos. I don't think it really matters. Power Glass it and pass.
Yeah, you at least get a lightning, I guess.
Yeah, I can do that with the Power Glass, but...
Okay, that's not too bad. I'll attach the Latios Lilies. Oh, that's a bad Lilies, but it's fine. Eon Blade. And that's also not a great prize, but hey, at least I admitted I was a muppet by forgetting to put in boss. That's fine.
Okay, we Fez. Gear. Didn't get what we wanted off of gear. That's not ideal. Oh, there's none left in the deck. Okay, that makes sense. Fine. That means the others are in the prize cards. I'm just going to concede. There's no way I win from this scenario.
I get that. You're three prizes behind.
Well, when none of your Pokemon do 120, when you don't have an E-Switch, there's a lot against me with this list.
Yeah, like I said, I'm never permitted. Well, not permitted you to change cards. If you do want to change cards, feel free to do so. All I'll say is Joe needs to look at his list more because I would have put in boss if I'd have realised it. Anyway, we're going to quickly go to the deck list. We're not going to go too in depth with them because, well, these matches have been relatively long. And, well, let's be real, I know my sister hates her deck, so yeah. See you in a moment. So here's my list. It is mostly a Xerneas list because obviously it's more consistent to get a Xerneas going. But obviously we did get CD Clutch Yveltal and, well, we had a cameo by Paradox Rift Yveltal as well. This card didn't even bother to move anything or do anything, to be honest. Obviously, the main reason why I went for a Xerneas focus package is obviously because of Geogate, which lets us grab 3 basic Psychic Pokemon, which obviously grabs us our Xerneas and the Latias. And like I said, the Yveltal, well, this Yveltal was just here as a bit of disruption. Obviously, as you can see, we have no boss in this list. That's something I realised very early on, and obviously after game 1 when I checked. Put boss in this list if you're going to play this sort of thing, but also don't play Xerneas and Yveltal in the same deck. They do not work too well together, but obviously that is the whole point of this series. We want to, try it and see how it goes. And, well, like I said, we are permitted to change the cards if we do wish to do so. Had I actually looked, I would have put at least 1 or 2 boss in this list. And obviously, Prime Catcher was the A spec. I figured because Xerneas' 220 attack, obviously, if the opponent's active Pokemon is an EX, is pretty good. I wish I'd have put boss in because that would have made it a lot more simpler. But yeah, this was pretty simple to make, and like I said, I mainly focused it around Wonder Pack, which obviously this card is in Japanese at the minute, but obviously you can get it on live in English at the moment. And yeah, 10 Psychic Energy, 5 Dark Energy. Obviously, we have Crispin, Turbo Energizer, things like that. Mystery Garden to help draw us cards. So, it was a pretty fun list to make, but if only I'd have realised that there was no bosses in here. So what did you think to this list, Sis? Excluding the fact that you can one-shot them.
Yeah, exactly.
Excluding
my list had a slight disadvantage there, which we'll obviously go over, but... No, I think, this list looked pretty good. Obviously, again, I think if you were actually going to play this, I think you would try and squeeze in, like, Monkey Dories and stuff. I don't think the Paradox Rift Yveltal's really needed. No. I think you could then also go down to, like, 3 of the baby, like, Yveltals, and then that makes room for monkeys, so...
Yeah, I mean, another spoiler alert is that the crosscut attack would only be doing 30 this entire series, because there's no evolution legendary Pokemon in this format.
Exactly. So if you wanted to, like, have a little fun with it, then you could make a few changes like that. But
and plus, to be fair, you'd mainly focus it around the EX anyway, because like I say, 220 is a good number to be hitting at the minute, because obviously Latias, Fairs, etc. But no, I think, like, if we ever get this card on the wheel, I at least have a good idea of, well, we both have a good idea of how this card will work. So, we could potentially see this on the wheel someday. Anyway, let's go to my sister's deck list and let's have a quick look at that.
Okay, so this is the list that Joe had constructed for me. Overall, I think it was lacking a few things for me. Like, I think Energy Switch would have been nice, especially in game 1. Setting up that Fez on the bench would have been really nice to snipe it with my own Fez. But having that as a draw was quite nice, to be fair, as well. I think the Team Rocket stuff is okay, but not, like, mind-blowing. Obviously, I didn't even get chance to try and power up the Moltres because the first moment that I did, you gusted it up. So
because I know how usable this card is because of the evil incineration.
Exactly, but I didn't really get a chance to sort of show that off. And obviously in game 2, I tried a different approach with having the Team Rocket Zapdos and moving your energy around, but your deck plays so much of it. It's not as effective as I thought it would be. But no, I think. Yeah, this is okay. Like, again, like, there was nothing there one-shotting your 120 hit point Pokemon. The only Pokemon that would be able to do that is, like...
These two.
These two, but then you have to commit the Team Rocket's energy. And if you don't draw into it, then you're kind of stuck. Which is a little bit frustrating.
That's kind of why I put this in the list. I decided to put in 2 copies, because it grabs you your stadiums and grabs...
Yeah.
Not but just again, this, but...
Yeah, but again, in a series like this, I also don't want to give you Lively Stadium, Yeah. So I didn't choose to play it at all in any of our games. But you've got the Arvins, you've got the Crispins, you've got the Gus with Boss. I like the fact that you put gear in here as well, just to be able to search out those supporters quite nicely. But yeah, I think the only thing that this list could really do with is the E-Switch, because again, that would have won me game 1. Game 2 was just not a good strategy for myself. Well, like I say, I was trying to use the Team Rocket Zapdos too much, and when you've got a lot of energy, it kind of didn't.
Which really most of these lists do. They're running at minimum 10, if I remember rightly.
Yeah.
So
yeah, this is a little bit more effective in other decks if you were to come across them. But yeah, that's like my main takeaways with this list. Is I'd probably add in some E-switches. You could argue that the cape didn't really come up too much and you'd go to trolley, just because there's nothing here that you can pop in, and with only 4 nest balls and 2 ultra balls, there's only so much search you've got there. So, but no, it was okay. It was okay, but it's not the strongest deck that I think I'll play in this series. Yeah.
Well, don't worry, folks, and also Sis, because Team Rocket's Moltres is on the Wheel of Pain. So we will see this card again in the future. And to be honest, I'm actually looking forward to playing this card if we do get it. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. Obviously, these decks are focused around the legendary Pokemon themselves. That's why I allowed, obviously, owned Pokemon like Team Rocket Zapdos. Obviously, I wanted to throw in each copy of Zapdos that was available. The new Moltres obviously isn't out yet. Otherwise, I'd have thrown that in. That would have been a pretty good answer to, like, 2-shot my EXs and stuff. But as my sister correctly pointed out, with only the Team Rocket's Pokemon being able to take out my 120 HP Pokemon, like, there's a lot to, change about these lists, but at the end of the day, they are focused around the legendary Pokemon. They don't have backups. The only other Pokemon are Fez and Latias, just for a bit of extra consistency. So, we're limited by the cards that they print for these Pokemon. So, I could have thrown in Zapdos EX, but with only 4 Lightning Energy and it needs 3, I didn't want to put my sister through that. So,
It's a heavy cost.
And also, it would require you to attack with something that barely does any damage, and then you put 90 on the bench. There's no Hawluchas in these lists, so, did what I could, and, well, I think I did better on this list, personally, like, when it comes to deck building. I really wish I'd done my work on the Xerneas, though, but, oh well, you live and learn. Anyway, I'm going to leave you to it for today. I really hope you enjoyed seeing this new start to this series, and I'll see you next time.